भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. So continuing with the discussion on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila, chapter 10. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepts prasadam from his devotees. Text 142 onwards. So far we studied how Mahaprabhu accepted. All the devotees brought prasadam for Mahaprabhu. And he accepted everything. Although he asked his servant Govinda to keep them in a room. And when Govinda asked Mahaprabhu, everybody is asking, did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu like my preparation? So Mahaprabhu just asked him to bring everything. And he ate everything that was fit for about 100 people to eat. But Mahaprabhu ate everything. Shivananda Sener Shuna Nimantrana Khyana Shivanandera Bada Putrera Chaitanya Dasanam. Now hear about the invitation Shivananda Sen extended to the Lord. His eldest son was named Chaitanya Das. Prabhure milaite tare sange yani milaile Prabhu tare naam tapuchina. When Shivananda brought his son Chaitanya Das to be introduced to the Lord, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired about his name. Chaitanya Das naam shuni kahe gaur rae kiba nama dharaya cha pujanna jai. When the Lord heard that his name was Chaitanya Das, he said, what kind of name have you given him? It's very difficult to understand. Sena kahe ye janilu se naam dharila ete bali Mahaprabhu re nimantrana kaila. Shivananda Sen replied, he has kept a name that appeared to me from within. Then he invited Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for lunch. Jagannather bahu mulya prasada anaila bhaktagane laya prabhu bhojane vasila. Shivananda Sen had brought very costly remnants of Lord Jagannath's food. He brought it in and offered it to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who sat down to accept the prasadam with his associates. Shivanandera Gaurave Prabhu Karila Bhojana Ati Guru Bhojane Prabhu Prasanna Heman. Because of Shivananda Sen's glories, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ate all kinds of prasadam to honor his request. However, the Lord ate more than necessary and therefore his mind was dissatisfied. Ardin Chaitanya Das Kaila Nimantrana Prabhu Rabhishta Bhuji Anila Vyanjan. The next day, Chaitanya Das, the son of Shivananda Sen, extended an invitation to the Lord. He could understand the Lord's mind, however, and therefore he arranged for a different kind of food. Dadi lembu adhar full bada lavana samagri dekhiya prabhu prasanna hai laman. He offered yogurt, limes, ginger, soft bada, and salt. Seeing all these arrangements, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased. By the grace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Das understood the Lord's mind. Therefore, he arranged for food that would counteract the heavy meal the Lord had eaten the previous day. Later in life, Chaitanya Das became a very learned Sanskrit scholar and wrote many books. Among these books, his commentary on Krishna Karnamrita is very famous. There is another book called Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is a work of Sanskrit poetry. It is said that this was also composed by him. Prabhu kehe ei balak amar mat jane santushta haila ami ihara nimantrane. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, this boy knows my mind, therefore I am very satisfied to accept his invitation. Ete bali dadi bhata kari labho jana Chaitanya dasir dila uchishta bhajan. After saying this, the Lord ate the rice mixed with yogurt and offered Chaitanya Das the remnants of his food. चारी मास ही मत निमंत्रण जाए कौन कौन वैष्णव दिवस ना ही पाए. The 4 months of Chaturmasya passed in this manner, with the Lord accepting invitations from his devotees. Because of a heavy schedule of invitations, however, some of the Vaishnavas could not get an open day on which to invite the Lord. गदाधर पंडित भट्टाचार्य सार्वभौम यह सभा राचे भिक्षार दिवस नियम. Every month, Gadadhar Pandit and Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya had fixed dates on which Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would accept their invitations. Gopinath Acharya, Jagadananda Kashishwara, Bhagwan Ram Bhadracharya, Shankar Vakreshwar, Madhya Madhya Ghar Bhate, Kare Nimantrana, Anyara Nimantrane Prashade, Kodi Dvipan. Gopinath Acharya, Jagadanand, Kashishwar, Bhagwan Ram Bhadracharya, Shankar and Vakreshwar, who were all Brahmins, extended invitations to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and offered him food cooked at home. Whereas other devotees who would pay 2 panas of small conch shells to purchase Jagannath's prasadam and then invite the Lord. प्रथमे अचिला निर्बंधा कोड़ी चारी पान रामचंद्र पुरी भाई घटाइला निमंत्रण. At first, the cost of Jagannath Prasadam for an invitation was 4 panas of conch shells. But when Ramchandra Puri was there, the price was cut in half. चारी मास रही गोड़ेर भक्त विदाय दीला नीला चलेर संगी भक्त संगे ही रहीला. The devotees who came from Bengal stayed with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for 4 consecutive months, and the Lord bade them farewell. After the Bengali devotees departed, the devotees who were the Lord's constant companions at Jagannath Puri stayed with the Lord. Eita kahilu prabhu bhiksha nimantrana bhakta datta vastu yaiche kaila aswadan. Thus I have described how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted invitations and how he accepted and tasted the prasadam offered by his devotees. तार मध्य राघवेर झाली विवरण तार मध्य Parimunda Nritya Kathan. In the midst of that narration are descriptions of Raga Pandit's bags of food and the dancing in the temple of Jagannath. Shraddha Kari Shune Jai Chaitanya Katha Chaitanya Charane Preme Bhaibe Sarvatha. One who hears about the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with faith and love will certainly attain ecstatic love for the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without fail. Shunite Amritasam Julai Karanamana Sai Bhagyavan Kareya Swadana. Narrations of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's activities are just like nectar to hear. Indeed, they satisfy both the ears and mind. One who tastes the nectar of these activities is certainly very fortunate. Shri Rupa Raghunath Pade Jara Acha Chaitanya Charita Mrita Kahe Krishna Das. Praying at the lotus feet of Shri Rupa and Shri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishnadas, narrate Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. So thus end the Bhaktivedanta purpose to Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila, 10th chapter, describing how Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tasted the prasadam offered by his devotees. So we can start the next chapter. Very touching chapter now, chapter 11, the passing of Haridas Thakur. Very, very touching chapter. Text 1. Namami Haridasam tam chaitanyam tam cha tat prabhum samstitam api yan murtim swa anke kritva nanartaya. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Haridas Thakur and his master Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who danced with the body of Haridas Thakur on his lap. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Daya Mae Jai Advaita Priya Nityananda Priya Jai. All glories to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is very merciful and who is very dear to Advaita Acharya and Lord Nityananda. Jai Shri Nivaseshwar Haridas Nath, Jai Gadadhar Priya Swarup Prananath. All glories to the Master of Srinivas Thakur. All glories to Master of Haridas Thakur. All glories to the dear Master of Gadadhar Pandit. All glories to the Master of the life of Swarup Damodar. Jai Kashi Priya Jagadananda Praneshwara, Jai Rupa Sanatana Raghunatheshwara. All glories to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is very dear to Kashi Mishra. He is the Lord of the life of Jagadananda and the Lord of Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, and Raghunath Das Goswami. Jai Gaur Deha Krishna Swayam Bhagwan, Kripa Kari Deha Prabhu Nijapad Dan. All glories to the transcendental form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. My dear Lord, kindly give me shelter at your lotus feet by your causeless mercy. Jai Nityananda Chandra, Jai Chaitanya Prana, Tomar Charanarvinde, Bhakti Dehadan. All glories to Lord Nityananda, who is the life and soul of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. My dear Lord, kindly give me engagement in devotional service at your lotus feet. Jai Jai Advaita Chandra Chaitanya Arya Swacharane Bhakti Deha Jai Advaita Acharya. All glories to Advaita Acharya, who is treated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as superior due to his age and respectability. Please give me engagement in devotional service at your lotus feet. Jai Gaur Bhakta Gan Gaur Jar Prana Sab Bhakta Mili More Bhakti Dehadan. All glories to all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. For the Lord is a life and soul. All of you kindly bestow devotional service upon me. Jai Rupa Sanatan Jiva Raghunatha Raghunatha Gopala Chai Moranatha. All glories to Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, and Gopal Bhatt Goswami. The 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. They're all my masters. यही सब प्रसाद लिखी चैतन्य लीला गुण याइचे ताइचे लिखी करी आपन पावन. I am writing this narration of the pastimes and attributes of the Lord by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. I do not know how to write properly, but I am purifying myself by writing this description. Ei mat Mahaprabhu Nila chale vasan sange bhakta gana laya kirtana vilasan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thus resided at Jagannath Puri with his personal devotees and enjoyed the congregational chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Dine Nritya Kirtan Ishwara Darshana Ratre Rai Swarup Sanera Saswadan. In the daytime, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu engaged in dancing and chanting and in seeing the temple of Lord Jagannath. At night, in the company of his most confidential devotees, such as Ramananda Rai and Swarup Damodar Goswami, he tasted the nectar of the transcendental mellows of Lord Shri Krishna's pastime. Ei mat Mahaprabhu sukhe kala jaye, Krishnera viraha vikara angena nahaye. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very happily passed his days in this way at Nilacha, Jagannath Puri. Feeling separation from Krishna, he exhibited many transcendental symptoms all over his body. Dine dine bade vikar ratre atishaye, chinta udvega pralapadi yatishasrekhaye. Day after day the symptoms increased, and at night they increased even more. All these symptoms, such as transcendental anxiety, agitation, and talking like a madman, were present just as they were described in the Shastras. Sarup Gosai Yare Ramananda Rai, Ratri Dine Kare Dohe Prabhura Sahai. Swarup Damodar Goswami and Ramananda Rai, the chief assistants in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, remained with him both day and night. एक दिन गोविंद महाप्रसाद लाया, हरिदास दित गेला आनंदित हाय. One day Govinda, the personal servant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, went in great jubilation to deliver the remnants of Lord Jagannath's food to Haridas Thakur. देखे हरिदास ठाकुर करियाचे शयन, मंद मंद करितेचे संख्या संकीर्तन. When Govinda came to Haridas, he saw that Haridas Thakur was lying on his back and chanting his rounds very slowly. गोविंद कहे उठ आसी करह भोजन, हरिदास कहे आजी करिमु लंघन. Please rise and take your Mahaprasadam, Govind said. Haridas Thakur replied, today I shall observe fasting. संख्या कीर्तन पूरे नाही, केमते खाई महाप्रसाद आनी आचा, केमते उपेक्षी. I have not finished chanting my regular number of rounds. How then can I eat? But you have brought Mahaprasadam, and how can I neglect it? So his prescribed chanting of number of rounds was 3 lakh names every day. So looks like he won't eat anything before completing his rounds. Wow. Ete bali Mahaprasad, Karila Bandana, Ek Raya, Ek Rancha Laya Tara, Karila Bhaksham. Saying this, he offered prayers to the Mahaprasadam, took a little portion and ate it. Mahaprasadam is non-different from Krishna. Therefore, instead of eating Mahaprasadam, one should honor it. It is said here, Karila Vandana. He offered prayers. When taking Mahaprasadam, one should not consider the food ordinary preparations. Prasad means favor. One should consider Mahaprasadam a favor of Krishna. As stated by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Krishna bada daya mai kari bhare jivva jay, so prasad anandila bhai. Krishna is very kind. In this material world, we are all very much attached to tasting various types of food. Therefore, Krishna eats many nice varieties of food and offers the food back to the devotees, so that not only are one's demands for various tastes satisfied, but by eating prasadam, one makes advancement in spiritual life. Therefore, we should never consider ordinary food on an equal level with Mahaprasad. So, this is the beauty of Mahaprasadam, non-different from Krishna. Krishna has accepted it. Whoever offered it with love and devotion, he has accepted. So whatever Krishna accepts, obviously it becomes non-different from him. And that is why we should honor it. We should pray to it before accepting it. And while accepting also, consciousness should be that it is Mahaprasad, non-different from Krishna. And Krishna also knows we like to taste various types of foods. So if we are eating prasadam, honoring prasadam with various types of preparations, that's okay. That's also, it's a prayer. And as Prabhupada said, not only are one's demands of various tastes satisfied, but by eating prasadam, one makes advancement in spiritual life. So both things happen at the same time. आर दिन महाप्रभु तार ठाई आईला सुष्ठ हाव हरिदास बाली तार कुची. The next day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Haridas's place and inquired from him, Haridas, are you well? Namaskar karite ho kaila nivedana, sharira shushta hai mora, ashushta buddhiman. Haridas offered his obeisances to the Lord and replied, my body is all right, but my mind and intelligence are not well. See, Haridas Thakur is saying this. Can we imagine? Prabhu kahe kon vyadi kahata nirnay, teho kahe sankhya kirtan na pura hai. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu further inquired from Haridas, can you ascertain what your disease is? Haridas Thakur replied, My disease is that I cannot complete my rounds. If one cannot complete the fixed number of rounds he is assigned, he should be considered to be in a diseased condition of spiritual life. Srila Haridas Thakur is called Namacharya. Of course, we cannot imitate Haridas Thakur, but everyone must chant a prescribed number of rounds. In our Krishna consciousness movement, we have fixed 16 rounds as a minimum so that Westerners will not feel burdened. Not just the Westerners, even Indians feel burdened chanting more than 16 rounds. These 16 rounds must be chanted and chanted loudly so that one can hear himself and others can also hear, but not too loud. Not that in a group we are sitting and everybody starts chanting loudly, then everybody will be disturbed. So, yes, we need to chant loudly, not in our mind, but not too loud that we start disturbing others. But here, look at Haridas Thakur saying, my disease is that I cannot complete my rounds. That's why he's Namacharya. प्रभु कहे वृद्ध हैला संख्या अल्पकार सिद्ध देह तुम्ही साधने आग्रह के निकार. Now that you have become old, the Lord said, you may reduce the number of rounds you chant daily. You are already liberated, and therefore you need not follow the regulative principles very strictly. Unless one has come to the platform of spontaneous love of God, he must follow the regulative principles. Thakur Haridas was a living example of how to follow the regulative principles. Similarly, Raghunath Das Goswami was also such a living example. In the Shad Goswami Ashtak, it is stated, Sankhya Purvaka Namagana Natibhi Kala Vasani Krito. The Goswamis, especially Raghunath Das Goswami, strictly followed all the regulative principles. The first regulative principle is that one must chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra loudly enough so that he can hear himself, and one must vow to chant a fixed number of rounds. Not only was Raghunath Das Goswami chanting a fixed number of rounds, but he had also taken a vow to bow down many times and offer obeisances to the Lord. See, to have a regulative principle, it is important so that mind comes under control. Many times we hear on Facebook, WhatsApp, what's the use? Krishna is giving you mercy unlimitedly and you're just chanting his name limitedly. Be unlimited. Don't have this counter and the beads chant all the time. No, this is important as Prabhupada quotes Shad Goswami Ashtak in this also. Sankhya Purvaka Namagana Natibi. Sankhya. They would chant a fixed number of rounds every day, minimum. If they can go beyond that, great. So Haridas Thakur, he was chanting 3 lakh names every day, counting. Counting is necessary to keep our mind in control. Krishna is not limited to our counting, but it is to keep our mind in control. Otherwise, one day it will be, oh, 1 round only, I feel good. And no, whether you feel good or not, just complete your prescribed number of rounds. And Haridas Thakur, he is saying he cannot control his mind. Why? Because he cannot chant his rounds properly. Mahaprabhu said, you are old, you can reduce a number of rounds. You are already liberated. And just imagine, if Mahaprabhu told any of us, what Mahaprabhu, any devotee, and even if he says, oh, you're old, you're already liberated, you're a Mahabhagavad, you don't need to chant that many rounds, then we'll cite an excuse, okay, I don't need to chant because I'm a Mahabhagavad. Haridas Thakur did not follow this. He said, I need to follow my regulative principles very strictly. Okay, I guess I can stop here and see anybody has any questions or comments.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I have a question on afterlife stuff. Like, uh, let's suppose someone parent passed away, right? And afterlife, if the child performs any rituals such as Pindan, going to Gaya Jagannath, and then followed up with some Bhagavad Katha arrangements at home, all these things. And apart from that, the regular duties which he or she is performing, like a japa or bhajan kirtan on a daily basis, and then offering it to those parents, the passed away parents, will it somehow it goes to them, like it's in the form of parmarth even
See,
after getting in life?
see, all these activities that we perform, whether chanting or Bhagavad Katha or offering of prasadam, Pindadan is definitely different. Pindadan is done for that particular purpose only. But all the other devotional services that we perform is for the pleasure of Krishna or Ram, same thing. Now you want the benefit to go to your ancestors, right? So we don't directly say it is for, no, it is for the Lord, for the pleasure of the Lord. We can pray to the Lord, please uh, take care of my ancestors. See, bhakti is not force. Bhakti is not for forcing the Lord to do it. We just pray to Him, and definitely He listens. Definitely. But we perform bhakti for pleasure of Krishna or Ram or whoever your Ishtadev is.
Uh, so just let's suppose someone's father, right, taught a lot of things on the spiritual stuff, and because
Mhm.
of that reason, what we call in Hindi kritagyata. So if you have that
Yes.
kritagyata for your father, that because of his spiritual nature, I have inherited all those properties in me, in myself, right? And today, what I'm doing all these things is because of. So then, let's suppose if I do a mala, okay, japa mala, so daily 4 round, 8 rounds, whatever, and out of those 2 rounds, I offer it to my father. They're saying that, okay, Lord, it goes to my father for on his behalf. I'm doing it because he's no more, he's not there, but I would like to it to go to him on a daily basis. So will Lord listen to that? Or you know what I mean?
Why only 2 rounds? No, you just say, please, Lord, you whatever you decide, please take care of my
Hmm.
father. Whatever, why we have to put a condition for Krishna or Ram?
Acha, so why I was asking this? I mean, this type. Yesterday, I was hearing one video of Premanand Maharaj, who is in Vrindavan, and
Mhm.
very good. I mean, very logical also. That all the things which we do and we offer to our ancestors, or like he was telling, 14 पीढ़ी front की or 7 पीढ़ी back side की. If one bhakta comes in house, I mean a pure devotee, तर जाते हैं सारे के सारे. So he was telling like that. So if you मन से, if you say offer it to your loved ones, beloved ones, then it goes, obviously it goes to them. And like wherever they are, maybe in a good condition or in whatever in condition, uh, definitely they'll elevate from there. Like वो addition हो जाएगा उनके लिए. और उसका एक एग्जाम्पल प्रभु जी, बहुत स्वीट एग्जाम्पल उन्होंने दिया कि लेट्स सपोज यू आर इन योर ड्रीम्स, तो आपका स्थूल शरीर पड़ा हुआ है, बट यू आर इन योर ड्रीम्स, बट अगेन व्हेन यू कम ऑन चेतन अवस्था, मतलब यू आर अगेन woke up or wake up, then what happens, your dream goes away, but you still have your in your body, right? So still, जैसे अगर किसी के फादर या मदर चले जाते हैं, बट उनका डिस्कनेक्शन हमसे हो गया, वो कहीं और दूसरी लाइफ में आ गए या कुछ भी, बट हमारा तो कनेक्शन रहता है उनका, हम उनके बेटे हैं या बेटी हैं, तो हमारा कनेक्शन तो बना रहता है. तो उनकी ड्यूटीज खत्म हो गई वहां पे डिस्कनेक्शन होने के बाद, बट हमारी ड्यूटीज तो शुरू होगी जब तक हम रहेंगे, कि हम क्या कर सकते हैं अपने पेरेंट्स के लिए, अपार्ट फ्रॉम जस्ट नॉट द पिंड दान, बट जो भी हम करते हैं, रिचुअल्स, या कोई भी जपमाला भजन कीर्तन करते हैं तो, या कहीं पे कुछ दान देने जाते हैं, अगर कहीं किसी पिलग्रिमेज में, तो वहाँ उनके नाम से कुछ करते रहें। तो इस तरह की
Okay.
चीजें बताया तो आई थॉट
He,
कि
true. He is such an advanced soul. I cannot say anything what he said. True. Whatever dhan we do, we can do in their name. Dhan is a pious activity. But I'm talking about bhakti. Chanting is bhakti. In bhakti, we don't put a condition on Krishna. We just pray to Krishna, please take care. It's not like one round should go to, no, why? Whatever you want, Krishna, whatever you want. We are, after all, their servant. Servant cannot put a condition from my realization. Whatever Krishna you can do, please take care of them.
एब्सोल्युटली ब्रो।
We are talking
दैट्स
from
गुड।
bhakti point of view.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
this is also very good. I mean, generalizing, not saying that one round or two round, but
Hmm.
whatever you wish, giving
Yeah.
everything on you. Yeah, understood, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Chalo, you all have a safe and wonderful day. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank
Jai
you,
Shri Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.